If a person dies in a state that is not in submission to Allah, then what will happen to him? Even if he has the earth's fill and gold, it cannot help him. Nothing can protect him. Nothing can save him. There's no going back. So don't die unless you are a Muslim. You are in the state of Islam. Meaning you are submissive to Allah zahiran and batinan. You are submissive to Allah externally and internally. On the outward and the inward. Meaning your limbs and your heart. Your actions and your feelings, your thoughts. Everything in submission to Allah. Die only in this state. And this demands that you are a Muslim from this point onwards. Correct? If you want to die as a Muslim, then what does it mean? Be Muslim now. Submit now. Obey now. Obey now and do not delay. And remain firm until death comes to you. Because you don't know when you're going to die, do you? Do you know? No. You have no idea when you're going to die. You can never predict when you're going to die. You can never tell when you're going to die. You might think you're going to die when you're old. You might think you're going to die when you're young. You might think you're going to die because you're sick. But life and death is in the hands of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala alone. You don't know when you're dying. So you want to be prepared for your death. You want to be prepared for your death at all times. And if you want to die a good death, a death which you have when you are in submission to Allah, then what is essential? That you submit from this point onwards and stay submissive to Allah. Stay submissive to Allah. Be submissive at every moment of your life. Because you don't know, that angel of death might appear before you when you may be lying in bed delaying Fajr Salah. Or that angel of death might appear before you when you're driving listening to that music. That angel of death might come right before you when you're just sitting there watching movie after movie, refusing to pray your Isha, delaying one Salah after the other. That angel of death might appear before you when you have said some nasty words to your mom or to your sister and you've hurt their feelings. You don't know when that angel of death comes before you. He might come now, might come as soon as you get up, might come as soon as you leave the classroom, might come as soon as you sit in the car. You don't know. Haven't you heard of so many stories? People were found dead in their cars. People were found dead in their homes. People were shot dead in their school. You've heard all of these stories. We could be one of them too. We could very easily be one of them. So be in submission to Allah at all times. You could die at school, you could die at home, you could die in the mall, you could die in the parking lot, you could die when you're chilling with your friends, you could die when you're sitting on your computer, you could die doing anything. So whatever that you're doing, for God's sake, do that which is in submission to Allah. Because you don't want that the last thing you're doing is something that Allah does not approve of. You don't want that. وَلَا تَمُوتُنَّ إِلَّا وَأَنْتُمْ مُسْلِمُونَ. Do not die unless you are in the state of submission to Allah. Because if you have the whole world and Allah is not happy with you, that whole world cannot help you. It cannot help you. So you have to be in submission to Allah from now. So do not do anything that you don't want to die doing. And do everything that you want to die doing. People wish that they could die in the state of sajda. You know, on this very carpet that you're sitting, right there, a lady passed away in her sajda. In this very room, this carpet, that spot, in her sujood, she passed away. I remember it was this carpet, that corner. She had a heart attack when she was in sajda. And before she came here, I met her outside the washrooms. She had come out, she had done her wudu. It was not time for zuhr. She had come to pray her nafil. You don't die like that, just like that. No, you will only die in that state when you're used to staying in the state of wudu, when you're used to praying salah, when you're used to reading the Quran.